Hi, this is Tristan Cunningham with Beyond the Tent, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Gerber Gator machete. It's a very basic machete, just all you have is the sheath and the machete, but this is a solid tool. Let's jump in. So I've actually had about 10 years of experience with this machete. Not this exact one, but the Gerber Gator machete. It's a very solid design. I've used it for 10 years to cut down anything from large trees about 10 inches in diameter to quickly severing short little branches with a single blow. Now, such a basic functionality, you can ask yourself, what all is there to review on this? But you got a nice little lanyard. It's a very big handle. You can fit about both hands on there very easily. It's a gator grip design. Looks like alligator head actually. It's a very solid rubber handle. I don't feel like when I'm chopping I'm going to slip my hand up here and cut myself on either the hatchet or the blade itself. With one-handed, this is also a very easy hatchet to wield. You can make chops pretty easily. If you're trying to cut something a little bigger, you can go two-handed. You got a little hole up here. I don't know what this hole is for. On your tool shed, you probably just have a nail up on a stud. Hang your hatchet up when you're not using it. The blade, it's a fairly sharp blade. It goes all the way around. As you can see on the camera, that is a very, very thin machete. It's not thick at all. You have a lot of blade wobble. But when you're cutting trees with this, it's so wide that you don't really have much of a problem with that. I've heard stories about this machete, since the blade is so thin and it has such a narrow point leading up to it, when they go up to chop a branch or something, you can actually chip a little bit out of the blade, but I have never personally experienced this. When you're putting the machete back into the sheath, it fits quite snugly, and then there's this little Velcro handle again. The Velcro safety holder is actually a lot more durable on this one than you'd expect. About 10 years of use. Velcro normally wears, but this one has remained strong. It's about a square inch of material there that just holds this machete snugly in place. And although there is wiggle room, the difference between the blade and where that Velcro actually comes over is about 2 inches. So you're never actually going to have exposed blade with this machete. Also, there is a nylon belt holder on here. This whole sheath looks like it's made out of nylon with some metal studs holding it all in together. It's a very durable sheath. You're never going to experience any wear on this, except for on this belt holder. It's merely held in, if you can see on the camera here, with about 1 inch of threaded material on either side. So when you're holding this machete on your hip, a lot of walking through the woods, this is going to eventually rip. Again, when you're holding this on your hip, this Velcro makes it really easy for taking your machete out and using it. When you're walking through the woods, I don't feel afraid this is going to fall off or anything. Solid 10 out of 10 design. So I'm out here in the woods today. We have the Gerber Gator machete. We're gonna just go through the woods, just walk a little ways. We're just gonna see how you would normally walk through the woods chopping with a machete. It clears branches with ease. I love this machete. It's the perfect length, the perfect weight. You can hold it with 2 hands. You can make a big chop. That almost went all the way through a 2-inch piece of wood right here. If I chop the other side, it's a little high. I completely cut it in half in about 6 easy strokes. So this machete cuts wonderfully. It's easy to hold. It's a great machete if you need to clear a path through the woods. But how does the saw on it do? Now this saw actually performed a lot better than I expected. It has a very sharp design, and they've actually upgraded the saw design from the one that I owned. I got mine about 10 years ago. It now has a double tooth design on both edges, so it actually made really quick work of this. It didn't get stuck. The only problem I had was the stump was really flimsy, so it was rocking back and forth. But overall, this is a great saw. for both a camping saw, although most camp saws would outperform this. If you just have a machete, I would not be one to complain. So this machete performs as expected. It clears brush very easily. It has actually a very good saw for a machete on here. I love the design of the handle. So let's put it through a bit of a stress test and attack this larger than you normally clear for a path tree. This is about a 5-inch diameter tree. Let's see how long it takes, how easy it is to do. This is where I really appreciate that two-handed grip. It just suddenly got a lot lighter out here. This is a fairly big tree. It's a buckthorn tree, it's a hardwood tree, and this made really quick work of it. The length of the blade, the amount of energy you're able to get with that two hands makes quick work of anything you're going to be able to put this machete through. Overall, this machete is great. I'd highly recommend this. Not for backpack camping, but if you're going out in the woods, if you're going RV camping or something and you know you're gonna need to clear some brush, even just chopping up wood for your campfire, this is going to make things easy for you. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and turn that notification bell on to receive notification for future videos.